I wasn't going to do it. I was going to leave this lady alone, right? I'm minding my business, cleaning my house, getting the craft room together and everything. And then I'm right here on my headphones. Honey, the case of Susan Monica came up on Snapped. You know Snapped. Women who kill, Snap. This is a woman who really, really goes above and beyond with her murderation. And I was like, oh, we have to talk about her. Oh, yes, we do. Okay, so listen. Susan, lived a good life. She lived a life, okay? And then she decided, after she got to be, middle-aged, the whole world is too people-y for me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy me a little piece of land out here with nothing on it but some trees, and I'm going to build myself a house with my very own hands all by myself. And I was like, I admire an industrious woman who could do some stuff like that. Go on and build your house, girl. So she got this land, and she was clear-cutting trees, and she was putting up houses, more like shacks, because her version of a house and my version of a house, they don't live in the same universe. Indoor plumbing, running water. Oh, she didn't trouble herself with none of that. Okay, that's a little too rustic for me, but that was her style. So, okay, go on and do your thing. So she gets this big piece of land. She builds herself a house and some barns, and she has some pigs, and she's just minding her own business, taking care of her pigs. Okay, good for you. Also, she had a little taste of Sanford and Son in her. Are y'all too old to know Sanford and Son? Sanford and Son was an old sitcom back in the 70s where the dude was a junk man. She collected a lot of junk. Might even call her a hoarder. But okay, do your hoarding life, whatever makes you happy. So what she would do periodically is she would put up ads in the town. Oh, and her farm was way out of the middle of nowhere. So she would put up ads in the town hey, I need somebody who can help me with these building projects and eventually maybe get me some indoor plumbing and running water and whatnot. But if you can help me put up a barn, that would be good. So she would hire a handyman in exchange for a little bit of cash and free housing. Free housing meaning if you bring your camper, I'm going to let you set it up on my land. That's what she meant by free. But okay, so she hired this little handyman and he came. He was happy as a clam. He thought the world was too people-y too. So this dude had 5 kids. He's out there. He's helping her out. Everything is going great. And then something happened. One of the handyman's family members got assaulted. Snapped does not go into details of this assault. All we know is that some family member of his got assaulted and he was very upset. And he was like, why, God, why? Very upset, drinking all the time, down in his trailer, ranting and raving about how he was going to have to seek justice for his family member. Okay, do you, boo? But don't let that get in the way of your handyman job, because Susan was like, yeah, you can be mad on your own time. I'm going to need you to lift that bale and tote that barge. So, okay, he was lifting and toting and fixing up things and whatever. And then one day, he just goes missing. So his kids are like, excuse me, Miss Monica, where my daddy go? And she was like, he gave me some money, told me to take care of his dog, and then he just disappeared. I don't know what happened. And the kids were like, oh, okay. And she was like, well, why y'all here? Can y'all take his trailer or whatever? Because it's been 3-4 months. I haven't seen from him, and I need you to get his stuff off my property. They were like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. So they go in his house, and they start looking around, and they're like, wait. He left his tools. He left his motorcycle. He left his dog. All of his most valuable possessions are still there on Miss Monica's property. So they were like, hello, police? This might be a problem. So the police come and they look around and they're like, he is very missing. We don't think it's nothing wrong, but we're going to ask Miss Monica some questions. So the cops go out there and they sit her down and like, hey girl, how you doing? Nice lack of indoor plumbing you have here. That is very interesting. And so they was just having a little chit chat, and the police were out here talking. And so one of the policemen was like, wait, is that a leg? I think I see a leg. And so the police who were looking around are like, let's get our videotape. We're going to videotape this leg. And then they go into the dude who's talking to Miss Monica, and they're like, we found a leg. So the cop who was interviewing her was like, Miss Monica, listen, it is so lovely sitting here talking to you. Why don't we just adjourn to the police station and we can finish talking there? Because we have plumbing and we can make you a nice cup of coffee. Come on, girl. Let me give you a ride. So, she stank, right? When they put her in that police car, they was like, we're going to pinch our nose and drive her down to the police station. Because I saw pictures of this woman. She looked like she bathed on a regular basis, but that's not my business. So, okay. So they take Miss Monica down to the police station, and they keep talking to her. And she was like, yeah, he disappeared. I don't know what happened. So, of course, they were over here talking to the kids like, did he have any credit cards? Can we trace any place he has been? And the kids were like, he worked in an all-cash environment, but he did have an EBT card. That's like a food stamp card. When I was a kid, food stamps was actual stamps, from what I hear. I don't know nothing about that life. But now it's a card, and you like swipe it, and the government gives you food. They give you money. I don't understand how all of it works. But anyway, so they trace his EBT card, and they're like, oh, we have video of him at Walmart buying food. Great. Go to Walmart, pull the video, and who do you think is buying the food? Oh, none other than Susan Monica. So they're like, Monica girl, so listen, we got the Walmart video, and it's you using his EBT card, and we found a leg at your house. And she was like, I can explain. If you just give me 1 minute to think of a story, I'm going to tell you what happened. Okay, see, what had happened was I woke up one morning and he had stumbled and fallen into the pig pen, and the pigs were eating him alive. Miss Monica, I don't think that's okay. So the cops were like, go ahead. And she was like, so his guts were all out, but I saw his hand moving and I thought, oh, that's terrible. He's suffering. So I had to put him out of his misery. And so I shot him in the head and then let the pigs finish him up. And because the pigs could not fully get to his whole body, I then took his clothes off so that the pigs could consume him entirely. And then what was left, I put in garbage bags and I just buried them over there. And that's why you found the leg. Can I go home now? Because I got to feed the pigs. And the cops were like, cool story, bro. We're going to need you to put on these nice silver bracelets and go sit in that nice cage we have for you over there. And she was like, no one understands me. This is why I don't like to be around people. And they were like, Miss Monica, that was a great story you told. Are we going to find any other bodies on your property? And she was like, well, maybe. And they were like, oh, maybe. And she was like, well, I mean, if I told you about all 17 of the people that I killed, I could end up in prison for life. So I think I want a lawyer now. Please and thank you. And they were like, wait, what now? Is Miss Monica a serial killer? Have the pigs been eating people? Is that how what is happening? So she was like, okay, get me a piece of paper and I'll make you a little map of where all the bodies are buried. And so they were like, okay, here's paper. And so she makes like a crude map. Here's my little shack of the house. Here's the barn. Here's the pig pen. And on this X, that's where I buried other bodies. You should go have a look. Okay. Can I get a sandwich and a shower? Bologna would be nice. I enjoy bologna. Thank you so much. So they put her over in the cage and they go dig around all around her property. Apparently, she had so much garbage on the property, abandoned vehicles, pieces of wood, all kinds of everything, old appliances, that they were like, we never would have found these bodies had she not made this map, because there's so much crap. And the place smelled so bad that they couldn't even smell the smell of human remains because there were so many other smells going on. I suspect the lack of indoor plumbing probably had something to do with that. And they were like, ma'am, we found some more bones. Can you tell us a little something about these bones? And she was like, yeah. That was the previous handyman. So you've killed other handy people. That's just how you roll it. P.S. Snapped had one of her prior employees on talking about she seemed like a nice lady to me. So apparently she didn't kill all the handyman, just selected handyman. And they were like, okay, would you like to tell us the story of how this other handyman got dead? And she was like, yeah. So he tried to hit on me and I was not interested. And so he also stole some things from me. And so we and him were fighting over the gun and he got shot accidentally twice in the head. And they were like, okay, girl, we noticed when we looked at the body, yes, we found the skull. Thanks so much for telling us about that. And yes, it did have 2 bullet holes in it. Again, thank you. Little problem. Both of those bullet holes are in the back of the head. So if y'all were having a fight, how is it that you happened to shoot him in the back of the head? And she was like, he slipped. They were like, okay, great. Enjoy your bracelets and your bologna sandwich. We're going to go keep digging and we'll get back to you. In the meantime, you can take a nice shower. We're going to give you this nice orange jumpsuit. Here you go. Make friends with your little cellmate. You go have a good time. So she sat around in jail while they dug up her property. They dug something like 137 holes looking for bodies, but they only found the 2. So I guess that's good news. She only killed 2 people. So anyway, while she's in jail, oh, she made good friends with her cellie. That is your roommate in prison is referred to as your cellie. See, I'm learning things from true crime. And when she sent a birthday card to her cellie, which, number one, that is very thoughtful to remember somebody's birthday. I am not good at remembering birthdays. So she wrote a birthday card to her cellie that was like, happy birthday from the most murdery cellmate in all of whatever state is we live in. And so the cellie was like, if I show you the birthday card the crazy lady gave me, can I get some time off my sentence? And they were like, sure, let's see the card. So come time for her to go to trial for these unfortunate incidences that happened at her property, she was like, no lawyer is going to do this justice, so I'm going to have to defend myself. Miss Monica, that's it's not going to go good for you. It's just not. I don't know everything, but I can tell you for a fact that's not going to go good. So she got up and she was like, let me explain what happened. That one dude, he got drunk and he stole some of my stuff. And so I shot him in the back of the head twice in self-defense. And the other one, he was hitting on me. Or was it the first one that was hitting on me? I don't remember. He was drunk and he was angry. And I just pushed him in the pig pen. I mean, I kind of shot him first to help him relax, and the pigs ate him. So what was I supposed to do? Plus those pigs were hungry, and they were like, okay, why didn't you call 911? She's like, well, if I called 911, somebody might have come out here and shoot my little piggies. I don't want them shooting my pigs because those pigs didn't do anything to anybody except for those two dudes they ate. And so she was like, I think I like animals better than people. Can I go home now? And they were like, great. You sit there and the nice jury is going to deliberate and then we'll get back to you with what we decide. Okay, please have a seat. No, you can't have a gun or anything sharp. No, just sit there. So she was like, okay, I will sit and wait. And so they deliberated for all of 35 seconds before finding her guilty and sending her to prison for the rest of her life. So Miss Susan Monica is now in prison for the rest of her life, likely where she belongs. Little side thing, it's probably too people-y for her there. There are definitely not any pigs in prison that I know of. But on the bright side, she has indoor plumbing and she gets to take showers on a regular basis and regular meals, and not really a lot of call for her to shoot random handyman. So I guess that's a plus. I don't know. All I can say is I'm really, really happy that Miss Monica is not out here among the free people, because that heifer was crazy. Okay, more Snap to come later this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment and tell me what other cases I should cover next. Okay, I'll see you soon, true crime friends. Bye.